Viewers, good afternoon. Those were the top 20 stories of the day. I am Hina Gambhir, but our focus, viewers, is what is happening between Israel and Iran. Viewers, Iran has launched an attack on Israel, and this is in response, in fact, to Israeli Defense Forces eliminating the Hezbollah chief Hassan Nasrallah last Friday and the Hamas chief. And late last night, in fact, viewers, a barrage of missiles were fired by Iran to Israel. Around 181 ballistic missiles were fired by Iran at Israel. Now, this triggered air raid sirens across the country. Residents, in fact, were ordered to remain close to the bomb shelters. Life-saving instructions were also sent to the people of Israel. And just take a look at what really happened in the last about 12 hours or so. There you saw on 1st of October, Iran attacked Israel through some missiles, and there you can see missiles being fired. The Israeli Defense Forces confirmed that there were about 181 odd missiles that were fired in Israel. Now, this happened late last night, and after that, we saw celebrations erupting in Iran. Now, remember why this is very, very important, because just in the last 4 days, we have seen Israeli forces targeting the chief of Hezbollah. Hassan Nasrallah was eliminated, and just before that, other leaders of Hezbollah, the militant group, were also eliminated by Israeli Defense Forces in a precise targeted attack. And this attack by Iran towards Israel, viewers, is being seen as revenge for what Israel did to Hezbollah chief and earlier to the chief of Hamas. So from Gaza, the focus moved to Lebanon, and now it has become an escalation between Iran and Israel. Iraqi people were seen celebrating. Palestinian camps were happy. Gaza backs the attack by Iran, and at the same time, Jordanians expressed joy as well following the attack by Iran. But here's what Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu had to say on what happened last night in Tel Aviv.
הערב איראן שוב תקפה את ישראל במאות טילים. המתקפה הזאת נכשלה. היא סוכלה בזכות מערך ההגנה האווירי של ישראל, שהוא המתקדם ביותר בעולם, ואני מברך את צה"ל על ההישג המרשים. היא גם סוכלה בזכות הערנות והאחריות שגיליתם אתם, אזרחי ישראל. ואני מודה גם לארצות הברית על תמיכתה במאמץ ההגנה שלנו. איראן עשתה הערב טעות גדולה, והיא תשלם על כך. המשטר באיראן לא מבין את נחישותנו להגן על עצמנו ואת נחישותנו לגמול לאויבינו. אלה שלא מבינים זאת, הם יבינו. נעמוד בכלל שקבענו. מי שתוקף אותנו, אנחנו תוקפים אותו. זה נכון בכל מקום כשאנחנו נלחמים בציר הרשע. זה נכון ליהודה ושומרון, זה נכון לעזה, ללבנון, לתימן, לסוריה, וזה נכון גם לאיראן. אנחנו נלחמים בציר הרשע בכל מקום.
So you heard Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu making it very clear that Iran has made a big mistake and Iran will pay for it. And then support started pouring in for Israel as well. United States of America, an ally of Israel, also came out in full support. In fact, US President Joe Biden very clearly said that United States fully supports Israel. And remember, in the past also, US had made it very clear that whatever Israel is doing is an act of self-defense, and it is well within its right to defend itself. Listen in to Joe Biden of the US.
At my direction, the United States military actively supported the defense of Israel, and we're still assessing the impact. But based on what we know now, the attack appears to have been defeated and ineffective. And this is testament to Israeli military capability and the U.S. military. It's also a testament to intensive planning between the United States and Israel to anticipate and defend against the brazen attack we expected. Make no mistake, the United States is fully supportive of Israel.
Now, viewers, the kind of attack we saw from Iran was something definitely world was not really expecting. The ballistic ballistic missiles that were fired, about 181 of those, was something that probably Israel also did not really anticipate. So here we will like to tell you the range of Iran's ballistic missiles. Now you have Fateh 110. It's got a range of about 200 to 300 kilometers. It's a short range ballistic missile. We don't know exactly how many of these Iran has right now, but yesterday's attack clearly shows that there is a big number as far as the ballistic missiles are concerned. Then there is Shahab 1, which has got a range of about 285 to 330 kilometers, short range ballistic missile. Apart from this, we have Shahab 2 as well, that Iran has got, which has got a range of about 500 odd kilometers, and there you can see it. And the source is CSIS Missile Defense Project. That's where we've got all these details. Then there is Zolfaghar, which has got a range of about 700 odd kilometers. That's yet another short range ballistic missile. Then QIAM-1, again, it's got a short range about 700 to 800 odd kilometers. Then Shahab 3, which has got like a slightly higher range from the short range missiles that we showed you earlier, and this is how it looks like. It's got a range of about 1300 odd kilometers. Then Sejil is another one, which is a medium range ballistic missile, which has got a range of about 2000 odd kilometers. Apart from this, there are many such missiles that Iran has at this point in time, which perhaps many say, the experts believe, were used in this unprecedented attack that Iran had on Israel. And remember, it was the second attack by Iran on Israel specifically in the last few months. But this one was a big one, and now the worry is that this might just lead to a World War III. That's the chatter currently that we are witnessing on social media as well. But at the same time, the world is keeping a close eye on what is happening between Iran and Israel. We are seeing countries supporting Iran and some supporting Israel. Let's now tell you a little bit about the capability of Israel's defense systems, and this is very, very important. The missile distance range, the biggest artillery that they have is the Iron Dome, which protects the defense system, and missile distance range that you can see is about 70 odd kilometers. David Sling about 300 odd kilometers, and then there is an important arrow system as well, which has got a range of about 2400 odd kilometers. And there you can see Iron Dome is in fact the most important system, most efficient system that Israel has right now, and it also manages to intercept the long-range ballistic missiles. That's what the Israeli Defense Forces have been claiming as well, that it was utilized, and there wasn't a lot of impact of the attack by Iran last night, even though Iran is claiming that the focus of the attack was the military establishments, Mossad specifically, the headquarters of Mossad, but we have not got any confirmation from Israel on that so far. Now, Iran does not stop here, viewers, as Iran's armed forces Joint Chief of Staff has further issued another warning, saying the operation, the one we saw yesterday, is going to be repeated with much higher magnitude. Listen in.
مردم اونها مورد هدف قرار نگرفتن، در حالی که این کار کاملا امکان پذیر بود. سپاه پاسداران و نیروهای مسلح جمهوری اسلامی ایران چه در بعد دفاعی و چه در بعد آفند و تکرار این تهاجم و چندین برابر این کاملا آماده هستند. اگر رژیم صهیونیستی که به دیوانگی رسیده کنترل نشه توسط امریکا و اروپا و بخواد چنین جنایت‌هایی رو ادامه بده و یا علیه حاکمیت و تمامیت ارضی ما وارد عمل بشه، عملیات امشب با چند برابر بزرگی تکرار خواهد شد و تمام زیرساخت‌های اونها مورد اصابت قرار خواهد گرفت.
در انتقام خون شهید مجاهد اسماعیل هنیه در تهران و نقض حاکمیت ملی جمهوری اسلامی ایران و همچنین شرارت‌های اخیر این رژیم جنایتکار در به شهادت رساندن فرماندهان و همچنین رهبر بزرگ حزب الله و مجاهد عظیم جناب سید حسن نصرالله و فرمانده رشید و شهید سپاه اسلام سردار سرلشکر پاسدار عباس نیلفروشان و همچنین در انتقام از خون کودکان مظلوم غزه و همچنین مردم مقاوم و مظلوم لبنان عملیات وعده صادق دو را با نام مبارک یا رسول الله یا رسول الله یا رسول الله آغاز کنید.
So viewers, you heard Iran has called it Operation True Promise 2 and